Good evening, Vicki, Rick. Imagine that job interview and all the public scrutiny, not just from here in Kentucky, but from across the nation. So, of course, my first question was, were you disappointed?
Not disappointed, but certainly honored to be a part of that conversation. I mean, how many people from how many places can say that they've been on that list and gone through that process?
For 2 weeks after President Joe Biden dropped his re-election bid, it was the talk of the nation. Who would Kamala Harris name as her running mate? Kentucky's own governor, Andy Beshear, was on major national media shortlists, sometimes in the top 3.
And then just the amount of national positive attention that Kentucky got, it was so special. Hundreds of millions of dollars of coverage about our economy, about what we're doing with health care, about the mega projects, the roads and the bridges that we're building, about all the good things that are going on in Kentucky, and that's pretty special.
In the middle of all that, Beshear visited eastern Kentucky to mark 2 years since the devastating floods.
Well, there was a moment when we were touring eastern Kentucky, the 2-year anniversary of the floods, and I'm looking around at a state I love and some of the most beautiful nature that anybody could see with the mountains, but also all the work that is still left to get people back up on their feet and moving forward after the flooding. And I just knew I was where I was supposed to be and that I had a lot of work still ahead of me.
Beshear also says he believes Harris made a good pick in Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, who attended Beshear's second inauguration. And he says he is not interested in a spot in Harris's administration and has no plans to run for U.S. Senate in 2026.
None. I have zero desire to serve in the U.S. Senate, and I love being governor. And I wouldn't give up 1 year being governor to run for the U.S. Senate.
Now, he didn't provide specifics, but Governor Beshear says after all this attention, his administration has already seen an uptick in calls from companies interested in expanding or relocating to Kentucky. Mark Vanderhoff, WLKY News.